Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Little bit of an introduction. First of all, if you can make sure that your phone is set to quiet or switch it off entirely, and find yourself somewhere to sit or lie down that's going to be quiet, where you're not going to get interrupted and things like that. That would be really helpful for the session. It's going to be about 15 minutes long. So for the first half of the session, I'd really like you to be seated in a particular position. Now you could sit cross-legged like I'm doing. You can kneel with a blanket underneath sort of your heels, which makes it more comfortable, or you can sit on a chair. And if you're sitting on a chair, if you can come forward on the front half of your chair so that you're sitting on your sitting bones. So instead of sort of coming back or even being straight up, you actually feel as if you're coming forward a little bit, maybe just a centimetre. And feet under your knees, pelvis kind of relaxed, shoulders down, and neck long, as if there's a thread at the back of your head. So you should feel almost as if, you should feel quite strong. You should feel almost as if you're kind of holding yourself up from here, this mid-torso. And it should feel quite comfortable. You should feel awake, aware, and quite focused. So we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up first. So if you've got any damage, any breaks, any aches, simply stop or slow down if you should feel anything, but just a tiny warm-up. So first of all, roll your shoulders forward a few times, because I'm crunching or creaking, and then roll them backwards a few times. Ooh, mine are terrible. And then I'd like you, take care if you've got any neck issues, to pull these shoulders up so that your arms are kind of flapping, and then release and relax. I'm breathing in, and then release and relax. Now take care of any neck issues that you might have. So I'd like you to tip your left ear down to your left shoulder, and don't overstretch, just feel that nice little stretch. And then place your head upright and tip your right ear down to your right shoulder and upright. And then if you can rub your hands together, make some warmth, and we'll do a little bit of work on the right hand and the right wrist. So extend that out. You can support it if you want. If that feels not so good, extending it out, and just gently rotate your wrists. It doesn't matter which way you go, but go a few ways one side and then a few ways the other side. And then we've been using our hands quite a lot. Those of us who've been teaching, we've been typing away like mad, some of us. So, you know, assist, kind of maybe even pull your fingers back. That can be quite nice, and really stretch into that. Maybe sort of open up your fingers a little bit, and then put the arm down. And then on the left-hand side, exactly the same, a few rotations. See if you get any cracking, creaking like I have. And again, you know, we've been using these hands a lot. You might have some aches. I know I've got aches in my hands at the moment. And then both out, wide open, really stretch into those. Gosh, you can probably hear mine. And then fist them like that, like a ball. And again, open, and then into fists like that. Okay. So we tend to hold quite a lot of tension in our foreheads. We hold quite a lot of tension in our jaws and in our shoulders and our necks. And when we get stressed and we have lots of anxieties and tensions, we can sort of hold them quite harshly. Another thing that we can find that we do when we're a bit under stress and tension is our minds become quite restless and start hopping from one idea to the next. So you might find that that's happening to you at the moment. Now, the whole point of mindfulness isn't to have a blank slate mind. It's not to have a clean mind where you're not thinking about things. Our brains are constantly whirring, constantly working. The task of mindfulness isn't to clear the mind, but simply to become a little bit more aware of its pattern. For instance, in the next exercise we do, if your mind wanders, when you notice that your mind has wandered, kind of become aware of the thoughts and the ideas that are coming across your mind and what you're thinking about. Become aware of them and acknowledge them. Notice if it's been a long wander or if it's been a quick wander, if it's just been a short period of time. And then as you realize those things, Simply bring your mind back to your breath and also to the movements in the body. So for the next part of the session, you can continue to sit, or if you prefer to and you really want to get into your relaxation, you can lie down with a blanket over yourself. If you're lying down, have your legs in front of you, ankles relaxed, have your arms away from your body a little bit, palms up, and again, shoulders down in the back, and a nice long neck, and really relax into that. So you can either sit or you can lie down and rub your hands together, place them on your tummy. You can lower your gaze, or if you prefer, you can close your eyes if you like that. And then breathing in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Begin to tune in to your breath and notice. Begin to tune in to the rise of your tummy, and then as you exhale, and the relaxing of your tummy. And begin to tune in to that breath. Same here, noticing how your breath is today. Is it busy, unsettled? Is it rested? Is it cool? Is it quite warm? Is it raggedy and jumpy? Is it relaxed? What do you find today? And in your next in-breath, I'd like you to become aware of the gentle movements happening in your ribcage and your back area. As you inhale, an opening, a rising, and as you exhale, a lowering and a getting smaller. And then your next in-breath, become aware of movements in your upper chest area, your shoulders, your throat areas. You may even feel little movements as your head rises, your ears, just little tiny movements as they rise on the in-breath and as they fall and relax on the exhalation. I'll now take you into a counting exercise. So as you breathe in, I'd like you to count to yourself 1, 2 on your in-breath. Hold for a count of 1, 2, and then exhale to a count of 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2 in, hold for a count of 2, and then exhale 1, 2, 3. And don't force your breath, take your time with it. And if your mind should wander, this is what our minds tend to do, especially when we've been busy. Simply acknowledge the thoughts and bring your attention back to your counting and your breath. We're now going to even, so in your next inhalation, count 1, 2, 3. Hold for a count of 1, 2, and then exhale 1, 2, 3. Now continuing with that ratio, can you, on your exhalation, lengthen from 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of you may even get to 5. See what you can do naturally and relaxed. Do your last breath now. So on your next, counting 1, 2, 3. Hold for a count of 2 and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bring your breathing back to just a normal, regular, natural pattern, and compare the breath that you started with to how you now find your breath. Notice how it might have changed. Does it feel cooler? Does it feel smoother? Perhaps it still feels jumpy. That's fine. Taking time for yourself is a very valuable thing to do in the busy, hurly-burly world of life, especially at the moment. And sometimes simply 10 or 15 minutes to take stock is actually all that you need to refresh and renew yourself. But to gently bring you back now, so I'd like you to breathe in through your nostrils, a bigger, more energized, deeper breath, and exhale through your mouth fully and completely, and really relax and enjoy that. And again, breathing in through your nostrils fully, bigger, and then exhaling out through your mouth and really relaxing down into that. And you might want to gently move your fingers, gently move your wrists. You might want to wiggle your toes. Become aware of the sounds inside the room. Become aware of the sounds outside the room. I'm aware of the contact of your clothes on your body. And one last deep breath in through your nostrils, and then releasing, relaxing, and gently opening your eyes. You might want to turn your head from side to side, roll your shoulders backwards, roll your shoulders forwards, and give yourself a little bit of a squeeze like this. Whichever arm is on top, and put it on the bottom. So a good squeeze, and waking up to full awareness now. Thank you for joining me today. If you have liked the session, if you could pop a little comment or a little post underneath where you accessed it, that would be great. And thank you very much, and have a great day.